Yeah, all right. So one of the questions I get on Facebook and YouTube a lot is about gear, right? So one of the things that we can do is kind of see where we're at, as a player, what we can afford, et cetera, et cetera. If you're successful, you can afford better stuff. But when I used to teach, and we're just finding out whether or not we like guitar, whether or not you can afford it or not, I recommend checking out the cheap stuff first, right? So Gibson guitars, if we're talking electric, has Epiphone. They make a killer guitar that looks like a Les Paul, but it's flat. It has one pickup. It's like $100 brand new. Same thing with Fender. They have the Squire lines. Great. You can get Mexican Strats for under $200. Get stuff used, Craigslist, Recycler, Penny Saver, eBay, whatever you have, whatever you have in different countries. I don't know what they have out there, but that's what we have here in the States. And it's a great way to find gear used. I'm a huge believer in buying gear used. This thing, no way I could have ever afforded this on my own without it being used. My buddy Scott, bless his heart, thank you Scott, sold me this thing for an unbeatable price, and it was used and it was in perfect condition, and I love the thing. It was amazing. A lot of the gear I have myself I bought used, or found an amplifier line I liked, went up to the guy himself that makes the amps. I'm like, what about if I make the amp? If I do the work, will you get it to me for cheaper? Worked out. I mean, just find a way, right? If you want to play, having a guitar is what's important. It doesn't have to be awesome. I spent years playing Tex-Mex Strats. Still to this day, I regret the day I sold it. It was my favorite Strat ever. I loved the thing. It was like under 250 bucks. I bought another Strat I gave away to my brother-in-law. Loved the thing. Got it at the music store. Under $200. Amazing. No matter where I went, people were like, dude, what is that guitar, right? So the stuff doesn't have to be expensive. If we want to play, let's just get something, right? If you can't afford stuff, it's still, check out the cheap stuff too. You might like that just as much. Also, we're doing stuff in the beginning. I'm going to be doing some, basic strum lesson stuff that's not going to be on YouTube, how to explain how to do chords and all that kind of stuff. So if you're just starting out, you can click that link below. It's going to show you how to play some chords. It's going to do basic strum patterns and stuff like that. It's not going to be on YouTube, so definitely check that out. And if you're just getting a guitar, that will definitely help you out, take away some of the mystery on playing chords and strumming. But back to equipment, I played amps for years that were dirt cheap, loved it. Went into the studio once, got to go into where Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top was recording. 5-watt crate amp, under 200 bucks. That's what his rig was. That alone, with a mic on it, just blown away. Fender Broncos, another amazing amp for dirt cheap. I just gave a lesson out of my crate, I think it's GX15 amp you could probably get for 25 bucks used. Sounds killer, distortion, awesome. So check out all those different things. If you like acoustics, Martin makes a cheaper line of acoustics, not cheap, but definitely not super expensive. There's Taylor, love Taylors. They make baby Taylors. I just recently got this one, but for 20 years I played a bottom of the barrel Takamine, which I loved. I still have. I still play. Somebody gave it to me, a friend. That's another thing. Buddy's got a guitar laying around he hasn't touched. See if you can borrow it or buy it off of him or whatever. Do whatever it takes to get a guitar in your hands and play. So remember, also click that link below. We're doing beginner stuff. The next couple videos to get us all, ready to play our favorite songs, teaching basic chords, basic strum patterns. The link below is going to be a lesson that's not on YouTube, so totally check that out. It'll break down everything, beginning chords, strum patterns, all that stuff. So thank you so much for always hanging in there with me, watching, asking questions. You can get a hold of me on YouTube or Facebook. I try to answer all the questions that I can. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, you guys. You're awesome. Thank you for the support. Share with your friends. Spread the word. All right, I'll catch you next time.